and open doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me. This is for all the people that have come before me and open doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me. This is for all the people that have come before me and open doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me.
Greetings. My name is Ralph E. Smith, reporter and producer of GuardianChronicle.com. Welcome to the world premiere of We Have to Find a Better Way. You're listening to Guardian Chronicle, and we're going to be talking about some worldly, crucial, critical conditions that affect you and your family, that affect your health, that affect your pocket, that affect what's in your pocket, and the government and medical programs trying to take every nickel and dime out your pocket. We're going to talk about some real issues. So call up a friend, call up your family, call up that significant other in your life that you care about, and tell them, baby, my brother, my sister, you got to stay tuned in to GuardianChronicle.com because they got a brand new show. That's right. And the name of this show is We Have to Find a Better Way. That's right. So lock it in at this station dial, GuardianChronicle.com, on YouTube. Call up a friend and let them know that the juice is getting ready to flow, baby. Get your best tea, get your best coffee, get your best non-alcoholic drink together, and that nice vegetarian meal. Pull all those nice ingredients up to your table, because we're going to get deep. We'll be right back after this musical break. Keep it locked in. Don't change that dial. Guardian Chronicle on YouTube. Greetings. My name is Ralph E. Smith. You're listening to We've Got to Find a Better Way. Have you noticed the world is in a crisis and governments don't give a damn? That's right. I said it. I made it clear. Let me say it to you one more time. The world is in a crisis and governments don't give a damn. The Haiti president was assassinated. According to various different news outlets, the killers have been apprehended, but don't believe everything you hear in the news because it might not be true. Let me just put it to you that way. And before we continue with our broadcast, we want to thank Black Hercules. That's right, we call him Black Hercules. We want to thank Black Hercules, the music master, for our background songs that you hear playing, because he made it possible, and we want to thank him. I mean, the brother's so large, he doesn't like a whole lot of publicity. That's why we also call him Black Hercules. He's the man. Maybe one day, I mean, because he always has an open mic. Maybe one day he might want to come on the air and say a few things to you. But we just want to give the brother his props and thank him for the music that you hear, keeping our news and information flowing at GuardianChronicle.com. Now, we're going to also talk about the coronavirus condition in America. That's my man, Black Hercules. Yeah. We're also going to talk about the coronavirus. See, I don't care really what anybody has to say about it. What I have to say about it is that America has no leadership enforcement of the coronavirus safety enforcement rules. What do I mean? I mean, every state and every citizen is following their own rules. That's dangerous. It doesn't make no sense. Well, I don't feel like wearing a mask because it's a political statement, and I don't want to make a political statement. I don't want to insult nobody. But you're making a foolish, dangerous, life and death decision by not wearing a simple mask. I'm not even going to talk about, the people that say, I don't want to get a coronavirus shot because I don't trust the system. I'm going to first talk about something simple, like wear a mask. Wearing a mask is common sense. Wearing a mask is simple and is not an invasion of your privacy. But some people, I feel, this is only my opinion now. This is only the opinion of Ralph E. Smith and the Guardian Chronicle. I think some people have been brainwashed by that fool, the former United States President, Donald Trump, who, when he was president, he was trying to convince people to inject bleach into their arm. I mean, how stupid can you be? How can you put out dangerous information like that? But yes, we do live in America, and even the president has freedom of speech. But I think that they need to change a whole lot of that stuff. First of all, you need to elect a president that is a reflection of decency and respect and has an understanding of how government works. Obviously, former President Donald Trump, he said the virus is a hoax. Well, as of to date, over 500,000 people have died. Over 500,000 people have died. Don't believe everything that you hear, especially from a former president that locked up innocent children, immigrants, people trying to flee foreign countries. I mean, we're going to focus on other events in the news because I just don't want to give the former President Donald Trump any more airtime. He's already done enough damage to the world, and the world is in a crisis, and governments need to start caring about that. Instead, these governments have taken a stand. Well, they appear to be voiceless, mindless, and don't give a damn. Well, they need to start giving a damn. They need to start caring about people. And people around the world, it's time to rise up, stand up, and let your voice be heard. Especially in America, because you have these Republicans that are spineless wimps. That's right, I said it. They are spineless wimps. Why do I say that? Well, let's take a look at what happened January 6th, when there was a United States domestic terrorist tried to take over the Capitol. That's right, I said it too. I'm keeping it real, because I'm tired of all this, wishy-washy language, talking a whole lot of stuff and saying nothing. You had domestic white terrorists. They made an attempt to take over Washington, D.C. to disrupt President Biden becoming president. And now, towards the end of July, you have the Republicans, you have the United States Republicans making several attempts to stop an investigation into what happened. Now, you know what? I feel, my opinion, the reason why they're trying to stop the investigation from happening is because
this is for all the people that have come before me.
This is for all the people. It is because they don't want the truth to come out. That's why the Republicans don't want an investigation. And isn't it interesting that apparently some of those Republicans that were in the buildings during the attack were in conversations, telephone conversations with people outside doing the attacking. Oh my goodness. But now the Republicans don't want an investigation. Come on, America, wake up. Stand up. Be up. Be woke. Stay tuned in to GuardianChronicle.com, because we're also going to talk about the thug prescription drug companies that are ripping off hard-working Americans and retirees when it comes to these prescriptions. And boy, do I have something to say about that. Keep it locked in. Don't change that dial. You're listening to GuardianChronicle.com. We have to find a better way. With your host, Ralph E. Smith, reporter and publisher for GuardianChronicle.com.
I've got to find a better way. I work hard from day to day. My friends, they tell me to slow down. I have no time to mess around. My mother struggled and my daddy did too. Now they're gone, I have to do what I got to do. Hey, hey. Home to find a better way.
Yes, indeed. We've got to find a better way. You're listening to Ralph E. Smith, reporter and publisher at GuardianChronicle.com. We've got to find a better way. We've got to make it happen. We cannot continue down this same treacherous, racist, economically depressing people. We have to find a better way. And we have to start getting back to a spiritual foundation. Because if God brings you to it, He'll bring you through it. You're listening to Ralph E. Smith at GuardianChronicle.com. We have to find a better way. Let's talk about these thug prescription companies ripping off America, hard-working Americans and retirees. Prescriptions have become totally, not a little bit, totally unaffordable for the working man and woman. If you're blessed to retire from your job, your career, you're forced to pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And you know what? Hey, I'm an example of that. You know, I'm going to talk to you about this situation. This doesn't make no sense. And I am an example of thousands of Americans in America getting ripped off by these drug prescription companies. So let's talk about it. How do you go from $35 for a prescription to $350? That's right, you heard me right. I went from $35 as a co-payment to being charged $350. And I worked 30 years for New York City. I am a retiree. And I'm wondering what the heck happened. What the heck happened? Why did this go up? Something happened? What happened? The world crash? No. The thugs are wearing white coats, and the executive thugs are wearing suit and ties, and they don't give a damn about how much your prescriptions cost as long as they get paid. What I'm saying is, send your emails to guardianchronicle@gmail.com. Send in your situation concerning prescriptions, and let's talk about it, and let's be about it, and let's put some pressure on the individual United States representatives in your local town, in your local state, and let's make change happen, because change starts locally and it works its way up from the ground up, baby, because this is nonsense. This is crazy. And let me just break it. Let me give you a real example. Let me give you an example of this, of what I'm talking about. Now, I have to really take a deep breath, because this whole thing about prescriptions is very, very disturbing. February 17th, 2022, I paid $350 for a prescription item, and I was told I had to pay that because my union prescription plan had changed, and I was cut off, or it changed. I mean, so they changed whatever they did. I paid $350. Okay. Now on February 17th, wow, I got the same prescription. That prescription cost me $35. Well, okay, wow, I was happy about that. They even printed out something they even printed out some information on the receipt that I got that, I saved $348. Wow, that's great. But now we just keep this going, and on December 2nd, 2020, here I go again for the same prescription. I paid $220. I mean, so the bottom line is that it makes no sense. It only makes sense to thieves. It only makes sense to people that are profiting from this whole medical prescription journey that most of us go through at some time in our life, right? And it's not fair. It's not correct. February 11th, I paid $100 for the same prescription. So the price has been going up and down, and the bottom line is it shouldn't be. The bottom line is I live in America. My listeners who live in America shouldn't be paying an arm and a leg for their medical prescriptions, especially if you are hardworking, and especially if you are retired on a fixed income. Working hard from day to day. We have to find a better way to financially justify why Americans are paying this high price for prescriptions. The bottom line is we shouldn't be. The bottom line is you work hard, you retire, you expect your medical plans that you have to pay for everything. Not the smoke and mirrors that I've been dealing with for the past couple of years, and maybe you've been dealing with them too. It doesn't make any sense. It's not fair. And I would like for you to contact your local state representative and ask them that question. Why are you paying half your paycheck for medication? Why are you paying a substantial part of your paycheck for medication? The answer is not, well, we'll just let it ride, or we'll just wait for some Republican that doesn't pay for his he doesn't pay for his or her medication. Matter of fact, Republicans, wow, and Democrats, they don't. I'm not letting them off the hook either. All these governmental officials receive state-paid medical care, doctor care, and the hard workers like you and I, we have to pay through the nose. A time for change to make a better way is now. We have to find a better way. I want to thank you for tuning in to this edition of GuardianChronicle.com. We have to find a better way. Please send your comments, your thoughts, your opinions, and your solutions to GuardianChronicle.com at Gmail. My name is Ralph E. Smith. May God continue to bless and protect you and your family. We have to find a better way. Tune in.
This is for all the people that have come before me and opened doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me. This is for all the people that have come before me and opened doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me. This is for all the people that have come before me and opened doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me. This is for all the people that have come before me and opened doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me. This is for all the people that have come before me and opened doors that I can see. Now I have to open the doors for the people that will come after me.
Tune in to GuardianChronicle.com for your news and information. What's going on in law enforcement? What's happening in the different cities around the United States? For example, what's going on in New York City? What's happening with the police department? What's happening with the corrections department? Oh my goodness, what's going on behind those bars? What's happening in your neighborhood and what's going on around the world? Tune in to GuardianChronicle.com. My name is Ralph E. Smith, reporter and publisher for GuardianChronicle.com. In your neighborhood, on your block, in the street, in your community. It's GuardianChronicle.com. Peace and blessings to you and your family.